Hey, what's going on, guys? Another rant video here. Much anticipated by myself because, as most of my rant videos ever, it's kind of an unintentional but intentional theme behind these. But we'll get to that later. I'll just jump right into this. Start off with the Flash 244. I've been talking a lot about how I want to get a lot of these old Flash books, but they're very expensive to get. A lot of these older ones. I mean, this isn't too old. I think it's 76. It says there, but I think I had the issue before this. I think I had 243 in a rant video a while ago, and it talks about the Rogues Gallery. Their plan to make it seem like the Flash destroyed the town, but once again, the Weather Wizard is once again greeted me. I've finally come to the realization that I will never escape him, and that I should just embrace the Weather Wizard and be happy with him. So that's what I will do. But this issue takes place after the death of the Top, which was covered in 243, I believe. It might be 242, I'm not positive. I can't remember it offhand. But they plant bombs in a bunch of different places. Well, the Top did, and then each of the other members of the Rogues Gallery have to go and grab them, and when they're stacked on top of each other, they'll be neutral, they won't explode. But it comes to find out that the Top didn't plan it that way. He planned that even if they did get stacked, it'd still blow up. So they have them all stacked, so then the Flash just appears, and I think there's 6 of them, so there's 6, I think it's 6, there are 5 or 6 of them, and then he has to figure out which order they go in, so he does 720 combos of them in like 3 seconds, and then that's it for them, great story. But, love the Flash, nothing bad to say about the Flash ever. The Sandman, number 3, good old Jack Kirby here. If I had to explain this book in one word, it would be groovy. Because there were a lot of, hippie references, and a lot of talk of drugs, and just the way they talked was very hippie-esque, if you will. There was a few things that were said where it just made me lose it. There's zombie gorillas in here, as you see on the front here. I don't even know if they're really zombies, but I don't know. The brain of the Count is kept alive in a tank, and then the zombies come and then the gorillas come and help him out. It was a crazy story. I don't have a lot of Sandman. I think I picked this up for 50 cents. So not a bad price there. And there's some point where Sandman just has a rape whistle, and he just blows a rape whistle around. I didn't understand it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy this book, which was awkward for me, because I usually don't, things that confuse me or are, too dated, usually don't work too well for me, but I really did enjoy this. I mean, maybe it was, Jack Kirby that really pulled me through it, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. Worlds Unknown, number 6. Probably the meanest spine curl I've ever seen on a book ever here. It barely fit in this bag. That's how bad it is. But I think I paid $1 for this, and I just needed it. I know I probably could have got it for 50 cents or something on, online, but I found this at a local comic shop, and I love this cover. I like these things, these obscure things. I really enjoy seeing them, and this just shouted my name. This might as well say Worlds Unknown presents Brandon, you must buy this book, because that's what I felt. And it is Worlds Unknown number 6 presents The Thing Called the Killdozer. And this issue did not disappoint me. It was pretty incredible. They're in the jungle, and they're going to destroy this temple to make a runway. They're going to use the bricks from this temple to make a runway for an airport. Now that doesn't even sound safe, let alone logical. Now how did they not going there. Not going how they got the contracts in order to do that, but and then the bulldozer just starts it gets possessed by something from the tomb or the ruin. and then just begins to kill everybody. And just runs, just kills people. And they eventually end up, it goes into the ocean somehow, and they throw an arc welder in the ocean, and then that's how they kill it. I mean, great ending. Like I said, I love these obscure things, and this didn't disappoint me at all. I mean, I would honestly like to get a better condition of this book, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. But I love this book. I love that cover, too. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. And then this is starting the trend, if you will. It's kind of a Doctor Doom trend. I mean, it is a Doctor Doom trend. And initially it started, I read, like, there were 2 books out of these right here that I read that had Doctor Doom in it, and I didn't think nothing of it. But then I went last Friday to start getting my tattoo, and I'm getting Doctor Doom now. And I came out, I was like, whatever, I gotta read some Doctor Doom. So then I added him into this video. Started off with Fantastic Four 247, The Land Is Mine. I don't read a lot of Fantastic Four just because I feel like I need a nice run in order to read them. But I picked these up for the covers a while ago, just for the Doctor Doom covers. And this one is pretty great. They actually team up with Doctor Doom. The Fantastic Four does. And at one point, Sue actually says that Doom is more of a natural leader than Reed. Now, this takes place after, like, Doom comes back into Latveria, and then he's retaking over his area. I mean, it was a great book. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to have to get more Fantastic Four because, I mean, I've always kind of not tried to read them because something about them always drew me away. I don't know if it's the amount of dialogue or something, but I really enjoyed this book. And along with that book, I really enjoyed this book, which is Fantastic Four 330. Another phenomenal Doctor Doom cover here. And this book had some great things going on. I mean, other than this cover, it was a Doctor Doom fighting like a Doctor Doom imposter. Like, I never read any more of this storyline, but what I read of this was pretty incredible. Doom's team was Hobgoblin, the Beetle, the Absorbing Man, Master Pandemonium, Kang. Now there's one more. Dormammu, and the Grey Hulk. I guess the Grey Hulk owed him a favor or something, and he was giving him a favor in here. And then the Imposters team was Rhino, Electro, the Sandman, Abomination, Mysterio, and I think there was one more. Annihilus. That's who it was, Annihilus. And they just battled. It was pretty incredible. I mean, this is probably one of the most enjoyable issues I've read in a while. And, I mean, I'm glad I picked it up just for the cover, because this cover is just off the charts sick. But, and, them fighting, the imposter Doctor Doom actually, like, explodes a bomb, and, like, nuclear bombs all across the world start to explode because he did it, and then the world gets destroyed. Earth is blown up. And then it ends up, it's just a dream that Sue is having in a tank that's being held by the Rogue Watcher. I'm pretty sure that's who who was holding them. Not exactly positive, but there's also a crying Watcher at the end of this. And anytime a Watcher pops up in a book and is doing something other than watching, I take notice. Continuing the Doctor Doom trend is A Sonic and Tails number 3. Not in the best of shape here, a little bit of spine roll, but it's Kazar and Doom. I'm not going to talk about the Kazar story because, I mean, it's a Kazar story. That's all it was. It was, Kazar, however you want to say it. But it was they were in the Savage Land, whatever. But the Doom story, there was a revolution on the castle, on Castle Von Doom by the Faceless One, and I've ran into him somewhere else, but I don't know what it is. I think it was in the Heroes for Hire storyline in like the 2003 or 4, I want to say. I have no idea, but it was somewhere around there. I think they were called they had a whole group. They're called the Headsmans or something. I don't know, but that's besides the point. But Doom ends up destroying his own castle by activating an earth fault that he purposely built his castle on top of. Pretty wild. And there's, I mean, a lot of good fighting here. Anytime Doctor Doom's in a story, you know he's going to talk like an asshole, and he's going to be, just powerful. So, the Doomsman actually tries to attack a sleeping Doom. And Doom said, he's not really sleeping, it was just a test. And then Doom just exiles him to another dimension. You know, no big deal. See ya. But great book. I like these Astonishing Tales. I've never got a chance to pick a lot of these up, so, I mean, if I see them, I'll pick them up, but wish I had them in better condition. And the last book here is The Incredible Hulk number 144. Now, can you ask for a better cover than what's going on right here? The Monster and the Madman. I got a great deal on this book. I mean, there's a little bit of dirt up here in the K, if you can see it. I mean, it's just a little dirty, but I love this. I love this book. I haven't gotten a lot of Hulk books because I feel like it's a slippery slope where as soon as I start getting a few, I'm going to want to start just getting runs, and can't get into that right now. But it starts off, and Bruce Banner is a guest of Doctor Doom. And Doctor Doom ends up erasing his memories, I guess, per se, and then has him make the Gamma Bomb, has him make another Gamma Bomb. And he straps it to Hulk's back with orders implanted into Hulk's head to go destroy something. But the Hulk figures it out or something, and then eventually, though, Doctor Doom has this tranquilizer ray that he can turn Hulk back into Bruce with. So, I mean, Doctor Doom has full control over Hulk. I don't know what's going on in the story. I just had this little piece of it. Something else. There's things that must have happened because they were referencing a lot of things. Back in these, 15-cent covers and that kind of era of comics, they really went together, like a lot. Like, if you didn't have 3 in a row, you're pretty much going to know probably an eighth of the story. But regardless, wonderful book. Can't wait to get my Doctor Doom tattooed finished. I went and we just did the outline and some black work, and I'm going to get it colored probably about 2 weeks. But, I mean, I do plan on giving like a tattoo video here shortly, because Doctor Doom will be my 5th tattoo, and they're all superhero tattoos. So, I mean, let me know if you guys are interested in that, and maybe I'll work on it faster. But either way, nice Doctor Doom covers here. Where's that other one? Oh, that's phenomenal. But I'll leave you guys with that, and I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, have a great day.